What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys what one of my sessions looks like while I'm getting ready for lead nationals, so let's get right on into it. Alright, so I started the day off on the spray wall just trying to make up some hard powerful climbs, and I came up with this one here. I also decided that I wanted to try one that I've already done before, but I didn't set this one and it's pretty hard. It has this like hard cross move into the big yellow sloper, and when coming from that angle it's like super hard to hold, especially since like once you hit it the blue left hand basically becomes like unusable. And I got a few good attempts at it, but later on I realized that I was like holding the yellow sloper with like an open hand instead of trying to crimp it, which can make it a lot easier to hold. But I moved on to this blue one here. It has a pretty fun lache paddle start, and this session was after 2 days of rest, so it took my coordination a little bit to warm up because the swing felt a little off in the first few attempts, and I realized that it was because I wasn't like swinging hard enough. After sticking the first part, you get into the second part, which is like a completely different style to the start because it's all like crimpy and powerful. I've also sent this climb in a previous session, and the beta that I used for the top wasn't working, maybe because I was feeling a little sluggish or maybe because the holds were getting dirty, but I had to figure out a different beta for the top. The beta that I found was this weird like cross under and then like elevator door on the bottom crimp, and then after sticking that, the rest of it wasn't that bad, but there's this pretty hard move to the second to last hold. After doing that blue one, I went over to the slab, and there's this green one here, and I had this idea that you could do this like double hop across, and it took a few attempts to figure out, especially because there's this like big orange hole in the way, but I eventually got it pretty dialed, and that was a pretty fun kind of coordination slab. After that one, there's also this super cool yellow slab, which is like super compy and low percentage, and it just has some really cool moves. But after that, it was time for some lead. I started off on this 12 here. It starts out pretty chill on some nice like small jugs, and then you get into some like bigger moves on smaller holds. And then once you get about halfway up to this big hold here, you go into this like undercling cross, and then the moves start to get a little bit bigger and the holds start to get a little smaller. And yeah, it has some pretty fun moves here. Like there's this cool little bump here. And yeah, this is a pretty good warm-up climb. I like all the moves. I think I kind of broke this top part because I don't know what that big hold's for. I've never used it, but yeah, I don't think you really have to. After that, I got on this yellow 13 minus. This thing's like a really weird climb. It's like super techy, but like powerful and just weird at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. it has like a lot of like pinches and small crimps and stuff, and it's like a bunch of big moves. It's pretty chill down low, and then you get like halfway up, and then all the moves start to get a lot bigger and harder, and then you get into this like corner and it gets super technical. And yeah, it's like really confusing at the top because the beta is not like very obvious. Like once I get this crimp here, I kind of just like forgot what to do completely. And as you can see, I'm like dancing around trying to figure out what to do. And then I finally remember that I had to like heel hook on the big left sloper and then match and go out right. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to kind of like stay calm on the wall even though I was getting a little pumped and figure it out. Moving on to this orange one here, this one's 13C. This one was a bit of a project for me because they set it after lead divisionals, so I'd been doing a lot of bouldering and my endurance was almost gone, so I've been struggling on this one. But a couple days before this session, I had a pretty good endurance session to kind of start getting back into lead to, you know, lock in for nationals. And yeah, I was feeling pretty good on the start. It has a bunch of like powerful moves on crimps, and then you get into this like cool overhang section. You get this like knee bar on the fiberglass, which usually knee bars on fiberglass kind of sucks and it like tears up your knee, but this one was actually a pretty good rest and you can get a little bit back here. And then you start getting into the head wall and it's like starts to get super technical and just a bunch of small crimps up here. And then once you get to this like fingernail macro, you have to do this like super hard lock off move to the next hold because the feet are all pretty bad here. That move is very droppable even if you have like a lot of energy in the tank. And then once I got here, I was getting pretty pumped. You can like start to see me chicken winging a little bit, but my recovery was actually feeling pretty good. Like every time I would shake out, I was getting some back. And yeah, I didn't actually expect to really get this far, but I was feeling really good this day. And yeah, I just made sure to stay calm and make sure I was shaking out enough. And yeah, managed to get the send. So really happy with that, especially since this is like my first real lead send back after boulder divisionals. So yeah, gotta keep grinding for nationals. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe.